Hi, everyone, and welcome. Today we're going through a lesson about chromatics. In order to explain what chromatics are, I kind of need to go backwards and first just work with what we call diatonics, okay? I'm going to play a scale on this piano. If you have a piano at your house, you might consider following along with me. I'm going to start on C. Our scale would be Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do. All of those notes that I just played are notes that are like regularly a part of the scale, right? Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. So we call those notes diatonics. Diatonic meaning a part of the scale, right? But you might have noticed on my piano that there's all these black keys in between. Those are what we call accidentals or chromatics, right? There are sharps and our flats that lead us to have a slightly different sound to our scale. So first, let's take a look at the notes that are, sharped. I'm going to start on C. In order to play C sharp, I would have to go up to here. A sharp is a little bit higher than a regular note, right? Here's regular D, D natural. Here's D sharp. Okay, D sharp would be considered a chromatic in this case, an accidental. D natural would be a diatonic or regular note. Now, today we're looking at the chromatic scale with solfege. So the chromatic scale is a half-step scale. So it's you ascending the piano, playing literally every single note that you possibly could. All of the blacks and all of the white keys. That's the chromatic scale. In order to do that with solfege, we kind of need some extra words, right? Because I'll start here on Do, but then I'm playing this note and I'm like, wait, that's not re, it's something else. So let's take a look at what the sharped versions of all of our notes would be. You'll see here on this chart that Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do. Our diatonics live in the middle. Our chromatics live off to the right side for sharps and off to the left side for flats. So what we can see here is that the sharped version of Do would be D. Here's regular re, and the sharped version would be re. Then we go to mi, and there's nothing in between mi and fa. Why is that? Well, if we go back to our piano, we'll notice do, re, mi, fa. Hey, there's no black key between those two, so we don't need to add a chromatic solfege. Let's look back at our chart. Mi is here, fa is here, sharp version of fa is fi, then sol, sharp version of sol is si, then we're on la, we sharpen up to li, ti is right next to do. Let's double check that. Our T on our piano is right next to do. There's no black key between. So what you'll notice is the pattern is for sharping notes, for us sending the scale, sharping notes, we say like D, re, fi, si, li. We change the vowel to an E sound. We spell it with an I, like D-I-D, R-I, re. You can see that pretty well if you look here. The sharped version of our scale is D, re, fi, si, li. Now, if we take a look at the flat version, like the descending version of our scale, you'll notice that it's not li. It would be like te, lay, may, stuff like that. So let's go back. Okay, and let's start at the top of our scale. We have do here. This next note is T. Then I have to play a black key. Instead of saying T, I'm going to modify to te, te. Then I have la. I'm going to modify to lay. I have sol. I'm going to modify to say, fa, mi. Those are right next to each other. Modify mi down to may. So again, all of our flats are te, lay, say, may. Then I get to re. And I'm like, wait. Re, that already is an A vowel. So we change this one to ra, which is so funny, I think. Ra, and then we're back down to do. All right, let's take a look at the whole thing in context. Sing along with me. Do goes up to D, re up to re, mi is right next to fa, fi, sol, si, was our sharps. Now let's flat it. Do, ti, te, la, le, sol, say. Fa's right next to me, me, re. There can't be another re. It has to be ra and do. Great job learning the chromatic half-step scale. Now you can do anything in all of music because you know all of the notes. Congrats.